top stories, NIA pursuing land acquisition to increase housing stock. Premier Brantley encourages everyone to vote. And Akila Byron Nisbet says her Facebook page was hacked. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Mosoka, 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 mosoka.
Seriously, there's a better way to beat the heat. Get an air conditioning unit at Quartz, starting at $1,299. Get free installation on your purchase. Plus, with Ready Finance, you can shop now and pay nothing for 60 days. Quartz, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 Newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. Premier of Nevis, Honorable Mark Brantley, says the NIA is in negotiations to acquire privately held lands to expand the housing stock on Nevis. During a recent press conference, he noted that despite the government launching several new housing projects over the past few years, the demand for housing continues to increase. He said the NIA remains challenged with respect to the availability of land for housing and other purposes, as the majority of land on Nevis is privately owned, unlike St. Kitts where most of the available land is Crown land. The Premier said notwithstanding the difficulties, his administration has not relented in its pursuit to secure land to build homes, which remains a crucial need among the populace. He reminded that private lands also are available for purchase and that the government has made home construction more affordable by extending the concessions on taxes on building materials until the end of 2022. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, the NIA in July of 2020 implemented a fiscal incentive whereby first-time homeowners will get building materials free of customs duty and service charge, with only value-added tax VAT payable. Additionally, the NIA has made it convenient for non-nationals residing in Nevis to purchase homes by extending the waiver of the alien landholding licensing fee until December 31st, 2022. Leader of the Concerned Citizens Movement, Honorable Mark Brantley, during an address on Wednesday, encouraged the people of Nevis to go out and vote on Election Day. Referring to this election as consequential, Premier Brantley said the right to vote should not be taken for granted.
It is a day when you will be asked to choose right over wrong, hope over despair, and unity over discord. As Premier of this beautiful island of ours, I believe that the right to vote is solemn. It is a day when you will be asked to choose right over wrong, hope over despair, and unity over discord. As Premier of this beautiful island of ours, I believe that the right to vote is solemn and should not be taken for granted. I therefore urge all of us to go out in our large numbers and exercise our franchise. This election is a consequential election, which will define our generation. It will give us the opportunity to choose a better direction and a better history for our nation. It provides the avenue to pull ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and begin anew. Friday, August 5th will open the door to a better day, a brighter future, a day in which we can shape our destiny and craft a new legacy.
He encouraged voters to make an informed choice that they can be proud of for generations to come.
On election night, when the results are announced, let it be said by our children and our children's children that on August 5th, 2022, when we were called upon to make a decisive decision on the direction of our country, we did not waver. We did not falter, but we went out in our numbers and voted for a better Nevis and by extension, a better country. This is not the time to sit back. We need all hands on deck if we are to restore decency and good governance to our beloved nation. I ask for God's guidance and abundant grace and mercy on us all.
He said, quote, Friday, August 5th will open the door to a better day, a brighter future, a day in which we can shape our destiny and craft a new legacy, end quote. Candidate for constituency number 3, Honorable Akila Barry Nisbet, has informed that her official Facebook page was hacked. In a post to said Facebook page, Minister Nisbet explained that someone has been using her page to send messages to her constituents.
Apparently, there is someone who have hacked into my honorable page and is sending out messages to people asking them to please call me for if you need any help. But they're taking it a step further and they're sending out text messages to persons asking them the same thing. If you need help with something, please to call, and they give my office number. Those messages are not coming from me. That is not how I deal with my constituents.
She added that she does not use her social media page for consultations with constituents, so the messages were not coming from her.
If you receive any text from me, and if you see anything coming on the Facebook page purporting to be from me, they actually hacked into my account. Please beware. Please let them know that you know better. You know your representative, and you know that I am more personal than that. I come to you directly.
That was candidate for constituency number 3, Honorable Akila Barry Nisbet. The licensing authority has implemented traffic restrictions in rural areas across St. Kitts to ensure the smooth flow of traffic on Election Day. These restrictions were outlined by Superintendent Cromwell Henry on Wednesday.
In order to facilitate the smooth flow of traffic in the rural areas in particular on Election Day, August 5th, between the hours of 6 a.m. and 8 p.m., the licensing authority has implemented the following parking restrictions. On the Island Main Road in Challengers, Old Road, Halfway Tree, Sandy Point, and Keon. This simply means that no vehicle should park along the Island Main Road in these villages between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Election Day.
Superintendent Henry assured that there will be members of the security forces at each polling station to ensure that each voter can cast their vote in a safe and secure environment. After the break, Republic Bank launches Power to Make a Difference program, and campaign billboards too have been removed on Election Day.
Elevate your experience with Flow's fiber-fast internet and mobile combined. Enjoy double data and unlimited talk on 4 mobile lines, plus up to 35 megabits per second home internet speed at the best rate, giving you the best value to stay connected. I think our Flow mobile is elevated.
You think?
An elevated experience starts with Flow at home, powering double data and unlimited talk on 4 mobile lines at the best rate. Visit a Flow store to sign up today.
When my mom was a child, my grandma was only able to provide just what they needed. When my mom got older, she was then able to provide what they needed and some. But now, with FlexPay, I am able to get everything we need and lots more with cashback.
For the last 25 years, SL Hospice Company Limited has given customers millions in cashback for free groceries with every hire purchase in their never-ending cashback.
It's powerful, it's fast, it's my type of cricket.
Bring it on!
on! The 60 is exciting. It sounds like boom blast.
It's going to be a game full of strategy. Pollard, fast-paced, Dreras, action-packed. Bring your A game.
Great for the viewer.
I'll be waiting.
People are going to come out swinging from the go.
Come on, what more can Caribbean people ask for?
See you in St. Kitts for Cricket's Power Game.
I cannot wait for it to start.
Are you ready for the 60?
Welcome back. Republic Bank has launched an initiative to financially assist non-governmental and charitable organizations called The Power to Make a Difference. A cocktail was held at the Marriott Resort on Wednesday to kick off the project, featuring a live stream from the Republic Bank office in St. Lucia. Managing Director of Republic Bank EC Limited, Michelle Palmer, explained that this is part of the bank's social responsibility and they are making more than $1 million available for approved projects.
As we align our efforts and resources, let us use these opportunities to build and rebuild both the ties and communities that will make us stronger and more compassionate. Let us focus on re-establishing bases, facilities, networks, and structures that will repair and reinforce our social fabric.
Against the background of various international factors, Ms. Palmer said the bank wants to partner with NGOs and charitable organizations to create a movement of hope in communities across the region.
We stand ready to support programs targeting poverty alleviation, and charitable acts of kindness. The power to help. It's an open hand gesture to all who are willing to work together. An open hand gesture underpinned by our 4-year investment commitment of $1.5 million to continue facilitating sustainable development in our region.
From a national perspective, Country Manager of Republic Bank, Pamela Herbert Daniel, said the program seeks to target specific issues in the community and partner with organizations to address them.
The guiding philosophy for the Power to Make a Difference is to identify any problems within our societies and address them so that in the long run it can assist all of us here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
The Power to Make a Difference program has been launched in Anguilla, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Martin. Today is the last day where campaign billboards can remain in public locations. Throughout the day, persons were seen taking down signs, encouraging persons to vote for a particular candidate or party. According to a senior police official, leaving a campaign sign up could incur a fine or possible jail time. Voters have also been urged not to wear clothing that promotes any particular candidate or party on election day. Premier of Nevis, Honorable Mark Brantley, has hailed the return of Nevis's Culturama Festival for 2020 an overwhelming success. Activities for Culturama 48 wrapped up on Tuesday with a street parade and last lap jump up. The festival was shelved in 2020 and held virtually in 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Premier Brantley said the attendance and participation over the course of the festival were record-breaking, and he thanked all who helped to make the event a reality and a success. Abonati Liburd, Executive Director of the Nevis Culturama Secretariat, also shared his views on the festival, echoing similar sentiments with respect to the large turnout to events and the participation level for the street activities. Mr. Liburd registered his gratitude to the Nevis Culturama Committee, contestants and competitors, organizers of fringe activities, revelers, patrons, and those who viewed the festivities via live streaming. He also thanked the members of the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force for another incident-free celebration. Coming up in regional news, St. Lucia Prime Minister addresses claims made by ECCB Governor. The details when we come back.
Here are your Horseless Value Mart IG Value Club Blue Tag specials from July 28th through August 10th. Nature Valley Protein Bars, $14.99. Essential Everyday Croutons, just $5.99. Almond Breeze almond milk, $8.99. No side dishes, $7.99. Essential everyday steamable vegetables, $6.99 each. Stone Ridge ice cream bars, $15.99. And now our very low weekly value deals. Malta meal cereals, just $13.99 each. Tide liquid detergent, $36.99. Sunny Delight smooth and tangy, $5.99. Edge shaving gel, $13.99. Essential everyday shredded and chunk cheeses, $7.99. And essential everyday pasta, just $4.49. Shop smart, shop Value Mart. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí a Value Mart.
It's powerful, it's fast, it's my type of cricket.
Bring it on! The 60 is exciting. It sounds like boom blast.
It's going to be a game full of strategy. Pollard, fast-paced, Dreras, action-packed. Bring your A game.
Great for the viewer.
I'll be waiting.
People are going to come out swinging from the goal.
Come on, what more can Caribbean people ask for?
See you in St. Kitts for Cricket's Power Game.
I cannot wait for it to start.
Are you ready for the 60?
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your National Bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
And we're moving now to news on the regional scene. On Monday, St. Lucia's Prime Minister Philip Pierre responded to claims made by the governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, saying that the country's VAT rate is too low. More in this NBC Prime report.
Since it was first legislated by the Kenny Anthony administration, value-added tax VAT has been widely debated. At the time, VAT was levied at 15% on goods and services and at 8% in hotels. St. Lucia was the last member state of the Caribbean Community and Single Market, CARICOM, to replace its various forms of taxes with VAT. When the Alan Chastey administration came into office, the VAT rate was reduced to 12.5%. On July 27th, the governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Timothy Antoine, said our VAT rate needs to be reviewed, citing the higher VAT rates across the region.
We looked at. It certainly is one of the lowest. I mean, most countries are at 15, some at 16, some even 17%. 12.5% is the lowest. But the tourism has always had a special rate. Some countries have it at 10%, maybe one or two at 8%. I think 10% in some countries. I think it has to be reviewed. The timing of the adjustment is to be looked at because, of course, we're in the middle of a challenge with inflation. So what is the right time to do that?
The governor said the government must first be able to care for itself before it can care for the members in society. St. Lucia has one of the lowest VAT rates in the region. Does this mean now is the time to increase our VAT?
When the last government went to the parliament with the VAT, we were strident in our position that was a bad economic policy. We were strident. We made no bones about it. We were in opposition. We could have been opportunistic. We said no, it's a bad policy because we understood the implications of the VAT reduction.
Prime Minister Pierre says his party is vindicated as other financial officials recognize the apparent benefits of the value-added tax. He calls the former administration's VAT reduction bad policy.
Understood there ought to be some sort of incentive for tourism. We agree to that. And that is why we never put VAT on electricity, because we wanted to save tourism, we wanted to save the manufacturing industry. As I said, Lucia has no VAT on electricity. But reducing the VAT was a bad policy, really bad policy. But I'm glad the central government, the central bank governor said it, so you understand it, and I wasn't wrong. I wasn't being a politician.
Pierre vows to take a look at the current revenue implications of VAT, then take a position that benefits the people of St. Lucia.
During the August 3rd edition of the COVID-19 update, Guyana's Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony lamented a decrease in the number of persons accessing tests at government facilities for the virus. While self-testing has become the norm and is being encouraged, this state of affairs results in inaccurate country statistics for the disease. Daniela Arajo has more.
During the update, Dr. Anthony mentioned that the number of persons testing for the virus have been extremely low, which may be as a result of countries lifting the COVID-19 testing requirements for travelers.
Recently, we have not seen a great demand, and while persons used to come to get tested because of travel, a lot of countries have removed the travel requirement.
He noted that generally some 500 tests are usually carried out within a day. He highlighted that the country now has a larger capacity to do CPR testing, which allows for 2,000 tests to be carried out within a day. However, of recent, there has not been a great demand for COVID-19 testing in the local context.
Because of that, we have seen a drop in people coming forward to be tested.
He surmised that persons who experience flu-like symptoms are conducting self-testing and do not report it, which has resulted in inaccurate statistics.
It's not a phenomenon that is only happening in Guyana, but it's happening across the globe. So a lot of the global numbers, even those that are compiled by the WHO, because they rely on national statistics, they're also reporting on the estimate of what is happening globally.
There are currently some 541 active cases with 102 persons diagnosed over the last 24 hours. To date, 344,732 adults have been fully vaccinated, whereas 25,916 persons for the 12 to 17 age cohort have also received both jabs. For the 5 to 11 age group, the number currently stands at 1,967. Reporting for the HGP Nightly News, Daniela Arajo.
Coming up, China circles Taiwan with missiles. International news is next.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investment. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
It's powerful, it's fast, it's my type of cricket.
Bring it on! The 60 is exciting. It sounds like boom blast.
It's going to be a game full of strategy. Pollard, fast-paced, Dreras, action-packed. Bring your A game.
Great for the viewer.
I'll be waiting.
People are going to come out swinging from the go.
Come on, what more can Caribbean people ask for?
See you in St. Kitts for Cricket's Power Game.
I cannot wait for it to start.
Are you ready for the 60?
Welcome back. China is ramping up its military drills in response to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's historic visit to Taiwan. This is China's first live-fire exercise off Taiwan since 1996. Beijing sent fighter jets across a critical dividing line between Taiwan and the mainland, according to Taiwan and a senior U.S. official, raising U.S. fears that either side could miscalculate.
Chinese missiles flying toward the waters off Taiwan's coast. Chinese state media say the missiles landed in several designated live fire zones. One of the zones is less than 20 kilometers from Taiwan's coast. Taiwanese authorities say China fired 11 ballistic missiles Thursday, the largest and most provocative military drill ever in the Taiwan Strait. But a Chinese foreign ministry spokeswoman blamed the United States for the tensions.
As to whether it will become the new normal, it depends on the action of the U.S. side and the separatist forces of Taiwan independence.
China is outraged at U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan, which ended Wednesday. Beijing views the trip as a challenge to its claims over the island. The U.S. says Beijing is purposefully escalating tensions.
I want to emphasize, nothing has changed about our position. And I hope very much that Beijing will not manufacture a crisis or seek a pretext to increase its aggressive military activity.
In Taipei, life goes on as normal. Residents here say they've dealt with decades of Chinese threats.
The divide between Taiwan and China has existed for 7 decades. I'm now 73 years old. We grew up with China's threats, which include verbal attacks and military intimidation. China has long talked about having Taiwan liberated and ended in bloodshed. We're accustomed to all kinds of its intimidation.
We will continue our normal lives, and most of Chinese people continue their normal lives. And that's the best way to offend China or to define China.
Though China claims Taiwan, an overwhelming majority support keeping things the way they are. A poll last year found only 1.6% support reunification with the mainland. Bill Gowan, VOA News, Taipei.
Meanwhile, China's foreign minister walked out before the start of the gala dinner at the ASEAN foreign ministers meeting. Earlier in the day, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken told the meeting he hoped Beijing would not manufacture a crisis about Taiwan. Al Jazeera's Florence Louis reports from Cambodia.
Foreign ministers of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations are urging restraint in the Taiwan Strait. In a statement, ASEAN members said they are concerned volatility there could lead to miscalculation and open conflict. But they were careful not to take sides, reaffirming their support for the One China policy while remaining silent on U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan. China has used the meetings in Phnom Penh as an opportunity to shore up support in exchange for economic investments in the region.
We will focus on pushing for high-quality development, build new development paradigm, provide bigger momentum for regional and global economic recovery, and provide more development opportunities for ASEAN countries.
But Chinese diplomacy was not extended to all. Its minister cancelled a meeting with Japan at the last minute to register displeasure with a statement issued by G7 nations, of which Japan is a part, about Pelosi's visit to Taiwan. The U.S. has sought to diffuse tensions. It's reiterated its commitment to the One China policy, while adding it's opposed to any move that will challenge Taiwan's status.
And I hope very much that Beijing will not manufacture a crisis or seek a pretext to increase its aggressive military activity. We in countries around the world believe that escalation serves no one and could have unintended consequences that serve no one's interests, including ASEAN members and including China.
That statement is unlikely to go down well with Beijing. Russia has voiced its support for China, defending its right to hold military drills around Taiwan and accusing the U.S. of fueling tensions in the region.
The meetings in Phnom Penh are supposed to be a platform for top diplomats to hash out solutions to problems facing the region and the wider world, from tensions in the Taiwan Strait to the crisis in Myanmar and the war in Ukraine.
But with some of the world's major powers declining to hold one-on-one meetings in Cambodia, even the best diplomats will likely find this a tough mission. Florence Louis, Al Jazeera, Phnom Penh.
Up next in sports, SKNFA Premier League regular season concludes with draws and divisions chosen for under-19 cricket team. Stay with us.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investments. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investments. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
First up in sports, Old Road and Bath United brought the curtains down on the 2021 SKNFA Premier League regular season with a 2-2 draw on Friday. More in this SKNFA report.
MFCR United, Old Road Jets and Hot Springs Bath United played to a 2-2 draw on Friday in the final match of the 2021 SKNFA Premier League season at the Warner Park. The results had no bearings on the playoffs or relegation battle, as the Super 6 playoffs teams were already determined before the match. Bath had well survived the relegation zone, with Trafalgar South Stars and TGE Diebe Eagles already relegated to First Division football. Bath got onto the score sheet first, courtesy of a Malik Stanley own goal in the 30th minute. Old Road, however, was persistent, and Kaelan Liburd, who missed several chances in their last match against Trafalgar South Stars, found the back of the net twice. The first was a header from a beautiful cross from his teammate in the danger zone, scored in the 60th minute, and the other a tap-in from a low cross in the 75th minute. The lead was, however, short-lived, as Bath earned a penalty which was converted by Filion Lavier in the 79th minute. Old Road was actually short-handed for the second time in a row, forcing coach Alexis Morris and one of his assistants to suit up and take the field. Coach Morris shared his thoughts after the match about taking the field for the first time in years and why his team had less players to play the last 2 matches of the season.
It's hard out there, but basically when we came to the park tonight and I saw we only had 8 players suited up, I just had to make a decision, and luckily some gears was around, so I just decided to put on the boots and help out the team as much as I could. And I must say that I think I had a pretty good run. I must tip my hat to my guys as well, who under the circumstances would have played a very good game as well. Like I would have said in a previous interview, I think it's more discipline reason why, and discipline, and so that is why a lot of the guys are not around. But I could tell you that Old Road United will be regrouping for the 2020 to 2023 season, and I can tell you that when we do come back, we will have a brand new team and we will be a force to be reckoned with.
Meanwhile, Bath United's coach Alex Claxton said the match could have gone either way, but he stressed that his objective to stay up in the Premier League on their first season back was achieved.
Both teams had chances, but all in all, we came out with a point each. It's the end of the season and our objective was met, in that we set out to make sure that at the end of the 2 rounds of football that we were still playing Premier football, and anything else came after that would have been a plus. And so we're happy with the performance of the team, and we're going to have some active rest, and we look forward to start preparing for the next season.
So with the regular season of the Premier League now over, the top 6 teams have qualified for the Super 6 playoffs, namely St. Paul's United in the top position, winning the regular season once again, Garden Hotspurs in second place, Cajon Rockets in third place, St. St. Peter's FC in 4th place, Village Superstars in 5th place, and 6th for Connery FC. The SKNFA Super 6 playoffs is due to start later this month.
Two divisions, Callan Bolin Tuckett and Onaje Amri, have been selected to play for the Under-19 Leeward Islands team in an upcoming regional tournament. Bolin Tuckett will also captain the team. The 14-man squad also includes Michael Greaves, vice-captain, Malik Walsh, Tarek Charles, Hilroy Andrew Jr., Joel Andrew, Nathan Edward, Michael Palmer, Yannick Watley, Micah McKenzie, Chamiko Landefort, Ronald Williams, and Amarius Harris. Acting as reserves are DeAndre Drew and Ephraim Pollard and Dimitri Lucas. Others such as Rajani Dider and Kimani Nisbet, Jaden Carmichael and Anderson Amordan were unavailable because of their vaccination status or because they've surpassed the required age limit. And that's it for sports. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Whether you're at home or abroad, ZIZ's social media platforms help you stay connected with what's going on in St. Kitts and Nevis. Keep up with daily events by liking our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter at ZBC Online. Like our pictures on Instagram and subscribe to our videos on YouTube. Also, you can watch us live on the ZIZ mobile app and our website, zizonline.com. No matter where you are, ZIZ is just a click away. ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, reaching you wherever you are.
And wrapping up with a recap of the top stories. NIA pursuing land acquisition to increase housing stock. Premier Brantley encourages everyone to vote. And Akila Byron Nisbet says her Facebook page was hacked. And that's the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carla Barrage. Goodbye.